This presentation is about organizing the I Say section for English 1302. What does a paragraph include? A paragraph includes a topic sentence, supporting evidence, commentary, and a wrap-up sentence. For the topic sentence, you want to give the topic of the paragraph and the point from the thesis statement. After you've given the topic sentence, you may have several sentences of supporting evidence. This is where you use specific examples to prove your point. You also will want to use source material. This is a research paper, so you will need to find sources such as quotes, paraphrases, and summaries that help support the point you're making. But don't forget to use an in-text citation anytime you use a quote, paraphrase, or summary. Otherwise, it's considered plagiarism. After you've given your supporting evidence, you might have a few sentences of commentary. This is where you give your own explanation of how the examples prove your point. Again, the question that you want to ask yourself here is, how does my evidence prove my point? You need to answer that question for your reader. You have to make the explicit connection between the evidence and the point that you're making. You can't expect that your reader will make this connection. That is your job as the writer. Finally, we want to end our paragraphs with a wrap-up sentence. This is like a mini conclusion for your paragraph that ties everything back to the point in the thesis statement. The point holds everything together. The point from the thesis needs to be present in every main point paragraph. This guides the reader through the paper. Many students worry that this is repetitive, but without it, the reader will get distracted. So think about the question, how does this paragraph relate to the thesis? For the thesis statement, you will need a topic, a point, and a roadmap. The roadmap includes the topic of each paragraph in the rest of your paper. Then for your topic sentence, you will use that same point from your thesis statement and you will add the topic of the paragraph. This topic of the paragraph can be found in the thesis roadmap. We'll give a couple examples here in a moment, but you can also learn more about writing thesis statements and topic sentences by going to the learning activity on argument thesis statements found in Unit 2. Here's an example thesis statement. Our topic is higher education. Our point is that it's still worth the cost. And then our reasons are that there are higher earnings, it prepares young adults, and it gives critical thinking skills. Please read the example thesis statement below. Notice that I have color-coded the topic, the point, and the reasons. Higher education is still worth the cost because those with a college degree earn more than those without one. Higher education prepares young adults for the real world, and college causes individuals to learn to think in critical and complex ways. You'll see that higher education is our topic in blue. The point is still worth the cost. Then we use the word because, and then we listed off the reasons in our roadmap, which is in black text. Next is an example topic sentence. In our topic sentences, we use the topic of the paragraph, which for this first paragraph will be higher earnings, and then the point. The point is the same as in the thesis statement, that it's still worth the cost. Please note that every one of your topic sentences should have the same point, the point that you've listed in your thesis statement. Go back to the previous slide if you need to look at where the point is in the thesis statement. Please read the example topic sentence below. One reason higher education is still worth the cost is because those with a college degree earn more than those without one. Notice that we have the point is still worth the cost. We also have the reason from our roadmap in the thesis statement, which is that a college degree earns more than those without one. You should also notice that I've used a transition at the very beginning of this topic sentence. One reason. You want to do this at the beginning of each of your topic sentences to show movement from one paragraph to another. Transitions like one reason or first. For your second topic sentence, you might say secondly or another reason or in addition. Please try to use transitions at the beginning of every one of your paragraphs. Again, you can find out more information about organization by going to the learning activity on argument thesis statements found in Unit 2.